Hey guys, so before we start, today I found a very interesting thing. So if you open the website and goes to the Naruto Online official website, and after you log in, you can see this thing like up top here. And if you're going into the user center, it will actually gives your username, nickname, VIP status, growth point, and etc. And I have been thinking about, oh, what is this point about? So this point is basically about how much you have been recharged and stuff. So if you enter this diamond red VIP status here, it will give you another link, and it will tells you the growth point will be equal to $1, will gives you 4 growth point, and you can check your growth point here, and this is mine. And if you put it into a calculator, it will gives you the amount of money you spent divided by 4, and then you can check the power that you have already gained in this game. For me, it is like 75k. Also, you can use the highest power you have ever achieved, but I don't think that power is not that important, since some power are just useless. If I'm using this power over 80k to line up, that won't be useful. So be honest about yourself and choose the actual main team that your lineup is, and choose that power. So in this case, I am 75k. And the last thing you do is to use your power divided the money you spent. And for me, it's very coincidentally 7. So but this ratio for free-to players, they are not even valid. So if you are a spender and your power is about let's say over 50k, you can definitely try. And if you guys are interested, you can leave the ratio in my Discord, and to see how is your money spending efficiency comparing to others. So make a note here: free-to players, this ratio won't count, and leave your ratio below in the comment or in my Discord, and feel free to discuss about it. Since personally I found this thing quite interesting, since it is the first time that I know, oh, they actually have a VIP system, and they actually record how much you have been recharged and stuff. But of course, people play differently. Like some people will prefer to recharge and get some cool ninjas, and some people just recharge and using all of the money to gain the to gain the battle powers. But anyways, this is the very first thing that I want to mention. I actually find this system very interesting. And back to the game. So as you guys can see, I changed my main back to winged main. It is actually the most main that it is actually my favorite main, since when I just entered the game in Chinese server, I look at the main's introduction, and the winged main is the only main that can use Rasengan. And I was like, okay, I'm going to choose a ninja that can use Rasengan. I do not care the earth means taijutsu. I do not care the fire means genjutsu and stuff. I'm definitely going to choose this winged main. And comparing to the other female ninja, the water main is more like a support ninja or a medical ninja, so I don't like her either. So after all, I choose this winged main, and I actually stick to it with a very long time. But the first time I changed winged main is because I remember, although at that time the server hadn't merged yet, and as you guys may know, a single server is way less competitive than a merged server. But that day I was using like a Sage Naruto, Hashirama, Iruka, and winged main. So basically you have all the damage focused on your Sage Naruto, but that lineup sucks when you face a fire main. When that fire main has a lot of control, he can chaos, he can immovable, and he can perhaps bring an acupuncture or interruption and stuff, and it makes the winged main have nothing to do. Like, the only thing you can do will become the standard attack. I do not lose that fight because of the huge power difference. I still win by only standard attack, and that fight takes about 4 to 5 rounds. I don't really remember, but that day I was like, no, I can't be like a meatball for others and they just hit me and I do nothing. So after that day I changed to water main and played with the Mei, my boy 1010 team for a long time. But anyways, today I'm going to suggest another 2 very useful lineups. The first is focused on, there's actually a saying in Chinese servers that a very good team should have some control, some damage, and not that easy to be controlled. So, and not too easy and not too crispy. So this is a symbol of a good team. But at the current stage of the game, either we won't have any control or we won't have too much good damage. So here are 2 suggestions for some good teams. The first is well, both teams are not that expensive. The first one is that you're using Fire Main and Shirodo and Mei and Ao. Mei is a rare in the 5K treasures, and if you are lucky, you may already got her. And Shirodo is around 4K ingots or coupons. Or if you have played in a long time, I'm pretty sure that you also spend some Seal Scroll in the Pain treasures, and he might be available for you. And Ao is just a usual ninja in the 5K treasures. And the talent will be like this. Well, since I prefer the Fire Main to stand in position 1, and it's up to you whether you wanna have more control or be in mute in the very first round. And the standard attack, the force talent is always good, and the chase I prefer this chase that can cause blind, and fire ninja, strengthen, or genjutsu mirror. It depends on you. If you choosing the fire ninja strengthen, then your Shiroda will have 40% more attack, and this chakra thing will allow you to using Maze Mystery at the second round. And the main damage will be Shiroda and Mei. So if you are thinking about Shiroda, how many buffs he has got? So the buffs he has got is that he's a pain, so himself will gives him 40% attack boost, and the fire means Jensen will give another 40%, and the barrier will give another 40%. So Shiroda has hurt himself 120% buff, and the Mei, he basically have the passive that costs 25% more damage to the mouse, and the barrier will give herself 40%, so a total of 65%. Well, this lineup, the first round you can either have two controls, so the acupuncture and the interruption, or even 3 controls if you're choosing the third talent, or you can have 2 controls and the first round of immute. But I'm not using this lineup is personally because this lineup is really disgusting. Like, if you are using this one and basically the first round you control all your all the lineups in front of you, I mean all the opponent's units will be somehow controlled by you, and this will be a very strategy and great fight if you're just using this lineup. The timing and which unit to be controlled first, all of these will be very important. And personally, I do not wanna, while playing a game, spending using so many brains, and it is making me really too tired. And also I have the power advantage in my server, so personally I do not want to do this. And second reason, due to the stage of the game, we are only at the point of 5k treasures. So a lot of people who are using lightning and will have the root of warriors, which makes his team basically immune. And the only target that can be controlled might be Denzel, but like control the Denzel, actually it's not that helpful. So this is the second team that I will suggest to you. This second team is also not really expensive. The 5k Gara is just a rare in the 5k treasures, and Sage Naruto, even this week's event, will be helpful to you to get him, and using Wingmin and any control ninjas will help you for the last ninjas. But for me, I choose Neji since he can acupuncture for the very first round, and with Sage Naruto, he can provide 20 extra chakra. So one good thing about this team, think about it. The Wingmin actually have her force talent, which is really overpowered, but not lots of people recognize that. As I have mentioned before, like due to the current stage of the game, lots of root of warriors, lightning will appear, and if you are using the force talent of Windming, and if you have higher initiative. Or you don't even need a lot of initiative, as long as your Windming is not in a 2 behind, and let's say as long as your Windming isn't like position 4, putting him in position 2 will be in front enough. And using this mystery, you can blow away the loot of warriors of the lightning, and then after that, remember the first round you have 40 chakra, and so first round you can acupuncture whatever units that cause the most threat to you. So for example, if the opponents are using Root of Warriors, and during the very first round the Windming can mystery, and then the Neji can acupuncture the Cursed Hidden, or if it's a fight between two big spenders, you can acupuncture his Susanoo Sasuke, right? And second round, looking at the Sage Naruto's chase, Sage Naruto's mystery at position 1, at the very beginning of the second round, you release his mystery, and the Gaara's chase will help you control another units of the opponents. So this lineup basically helps you a lot. If you do not have a Green Ninja or Neji, you can use the weaker one. So it doesn't really make a lot difference. And the talent will be 4-4-2-3-1, and his Windmist clone will standing in the very first row, and will also help you to block some damage. That's the two lineups that I want to introduce today. And back to the Chinese server, you can see that this guy changed into Earthmane. I do not know why he changed to the Earthmane, but the ninjas that he's using becomes the Kurama Naruto, Roshi, Killer Bee, and Earthmane. And what I want to show, as always, is what he fight. Yesterday was in this time-space tournament, and so in each group, for now, it is going to the stage of the final in the group, and after the final, the tournament will come to the top 8. So let's see what he fought yesterday. But unluckily, this guy isn't going into the battlefield, so we cannot see that. And perhaps let's see Samuel. Okay, the opponents of Samuel isn't attend as well. So perhaps a good choice is this one, or not. So sometimes if your opponents give up, then the fight will not be recorded, since there's no fight happening. But anyways, so I choose a battle that is much closer. So the left hand side is using Windmane, Kisame, Obito, and Gata and Jokonen. And the other side is using the Raikage, Windmane, Swimsuit, Temari, and Kisame. So I'm hoping tomorrow for the group final will be a good fight, and both the attendees will actually going into the field so that I can show you some great time-space ninja fights. So this fight doesn't seem very close, but since the points is 2 and 1, which means the guy on the right hand side have win one match, and I'm trying to find that match that this guy actually wins, and to see why this guy can still have a chance of winning when facing the left hand side people. Well, it seems like the second fight, the guy on the right and on the left hand side also wins. So which means it should be the first round that the guy on the right hand side wins. And let's see how this guy on the right hand side wins that battle. So it should be the first fight. Oh, so the first round, on the guy on the left hand side is using Itachi rather than the orbital. Also, this guy didn't use the Kisame for the first round. So as you guys can see, using different ninjas can result of very different results. So that's what I want to cover for today's video, and the final fight in the group will be 1 day and 12 hours after, so should be the day after tomorrow's video that I can show you guys the fight. And hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys next time.